Sorry.
Hello.
If your headphones were up way too loud, I apologize.
Oh my God,
but
geez,
now
yeah,
you know.
We just burst everyone's fucking
It's
speakers and everything.
Yeah, it's April 8th. The world is still going crazy. Life is crazy. Thank you to, we have new listeners from a social app called Vero that just got started.
Is it Vero or is it Vero?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So if you guys are new.
Shout out to them though. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. We've got, I don't know, like 500 people to talk to on there now.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Our dogs are barking.
In particular, I have shout outs because we had people comment on a post to be a part of the show. And so...
Special thank you to those people.
Yes.
We love you.
Sean Thomas on Vero, his suggestion is we're going to be playing a game later where we're going to be humming songs, whether they're normal songs or theme songs. And we're going to be guessing them. Why are you looking at me like that?
I forgot to pick songs.
You forgot to pick songs.
Yeah.
Well, you have...
I just now forgot.
What?
Just remembered.
Oh my God. You were worried about having...
Let me look up some songs I remember off the top of my head.
The ones that first came to my mind are show songs. So
yeah, me too.
I think they're going to be...
I have one. I thought of one.
His original suggestion was each of us pick 3 songs that you don't think the other knows you like. Then you have to guess the song only by humming. I think that's... Like, thinking that through, I think it's going to be pretty hard. So we're just going to go with songs we think the other one will recognize. Well, like, no guarantees because my humming skills are terrible. Yeah. And I don't think I'll be able to get it.
And
but
I totally forgot that we were doing this.
And Starkey on Vero, he wants us to talk about Netflix movies and shows. His question is, are they taking risks or just pumping out movies without thinking? And a man named Darth Ramius, I don't know how to say it. I'm
sorry, we butchered your name probably.
Yeah. His feeling, he wants to know our feelings on pro wrestling, which, let's just start with that, since you're going to be brainstorming some songs.
Yeah, you go on your...
Pro wrestling is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I cannot
We just lost 200 followers.
I don't care. Sorry, Darth Romulus or whatever your name is. Pro wrestling is so fucking weird. I don't get it. Even as a kid, I didn't get it.
I never even watched it, so I don't have much to add because I thought it was dumb when I was a child. So
pro wrestling, okay, here's the thing about pro wrestling. As far as the actual wrestlers, they're actually more actors. But they are athletes. They're roided out 40-year-old men that weigh about 300 pounds.
Hey, there's women too.
There's women too. I think they're on steroids too.
Yeah.
I think a couple of them have mustaches.
Yeah, probably. All women have mustaches.
If your
you guys
thing,
just don't know.
Yeah. If your thing is to see oily 300-pound muscle men fly through the air and punch another oily wrestler man in his underwear and boots...
I think most people realize it's fake and like crazy, but the entertainment factor is just so good. Like they're so crazy.
Yes, I absolutely understand it. It's like those movies. It's like a John Wick movie.
Yeah, but
it's over the top.
Even more over the top.
It's over the top action.
It's like it's not like it's like Fast and Furious, but with wrestling.
I also hate the Fast and Furious movies.
Fuck those movies.
So maybe I think you're onto something.
Yeah. John Wick is actually good. I can bear that.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's just over the top, ridiculous action. They're bending chairs. How much money do they lose on chairs? They smash each other with chairs and ladders. Their ladder budget must be very high. Their chair budget must be very high. Their baby oil budget must be very high. Because they're always covered in baby oil like they're in a bodybuilding competition.
Where do they hold these matches anyway? Where do these people how
the same place they hold Monster Vegas? Jam, the dirt bike races? Yeah. They're I think they're outdoor arenas.
Oh really?
I think a lot of them are outdoors. Not.
I always think it's weird when a real fighter goes to wrestling, like Ronda Rousey just did.
Yeah, or the opposite, where Brock Lesnar. Well, he's the only one that has. Brock Lesnar went from WWE to UFC.
That's true. I don't know. It just feels like Ronda is a sore loser, and now she's just up to faking it.
Oh, yeah. Ronda Rousey, she was the UFC champion for, I don't know.
She couldn't take losing.
She held the belt for 3 years, and then a woman named Holly Holm
Knocked her in the head.
kicked her in the
Yeah.
fucking head and knocked her unconscious. And
Yeah.
and then Ronda Rousey she disappeared for a year because people thought she was going to retire then. And she came back for another fight, and it was even worse. This girl, Amanda Nunes, kicked the shit out of her again. So she went off on 2 losses. And I guess it's not for her, which is kind of weird because she went from dominant,
well, she
just
had,
dominated.
Some, really weird interviews too, where she just spoke like a sore loser.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah, so I'm not a fan really anymore, which is disappointing.
Yeah, so now she's in wrestling.
Now I have to find a new beastly woman to.
The new beastly woman is there's this woman named Cyborg who.
Oh yeah, I've seen her before.
She's like. I don't know if she's 10% man or something.
Wasn't there a fight yesterday or something?
Yeah. For the lighter weight women, 115 pounds. This is what I understand. There's wrestling fans out there who want to see huge men and women go into a boxing ring and fake beat the shit out of each other and do choreographed moves. They're highly entertained by that, which, okay, that's your thing. But you're like, there's MMA out there where they're actually fighting. Nah, not interested.
Well,
what?
It's because the WWE people put on a show about things. They hype it up and they're talking shit the whole time.
I know, but they already know who's gonna win. That's why I can't. When there's a staged event, like they choreograph these 10-minute long fights, they already know who's gonna win. That's already staged. Like it's a play basically.
Yeah.
How could you be like excited to see what happens because it was already written a month ago on a script?
It's like a reality TV show.
I just don't. Okay.
You already know they're all a mess, but you need to watch the mess.
Or you could watch boxing or MMA.
Do you get more
where they're
if
actually
you sign
fighting.
up to lose? Do you get paid more to lose? That would hurt my pride.
Probably in their contract, I imagine, yeah.
But then I guess you would just lose all the time if you got paid more. I don't know. Just seems weird to sign up to lose.
Yeah. It's like that basketball team that played the Globetrotters, the Harlem Globetrotters that always lost. Yeah. They had to lose every time.
Poor team.
It was, all the white guys.
I guess I probably wouldn't be that sad if I was getting paid millions and I was perfectly fine paying my bills all the time. You just gotta let go of your pride, which is a problem for me. But
another thing I don't like that bugs me about the wrestling thing is the outfits are just so stupid.
They're great. What are you talking about?
They're ridiculous.
Just like it's not as bad as like Nacho Libre shit.
That's better. Those are consistent.
The masks
they have masks on that are crazy colors.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, if you're gonna be fake, you gotta go all out on everything else. So
you have to show if you take steroids for a living and you live in the gym and then your job is wrestling, you're gonna have every single inch of skin possible showing to show it all off. Because that's all you do is work on your muscles and jumping through the air and the choreographing and stuff.
Yeah. I want The Rock to take a test and then it comes out that he isn't steroided. Oh. And then it'll be mind-blowing to everybody.
He would be dissected.
He's the modern Hercules if he didn't take steroids.
Well, things that UFC has taught me is that, what's his age? I'll look it up.
He's like 45 or something.
At his age, you don't have that without steroids.
He gets up at like 3 a.m. every day.
Oh yeah, he works his ass off.
He chugs raw eggs.
Yeah, oh yeah. You still have to do that. But that kind of size at his age, no.
He's nuts.
Yeah, let me see.
I really don't want him to be though.
For his health. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger last week, he almost died. He's actually surprises me because, the bodybuilder.
Well, he looks not real good anymore.
Well, no. He's super.
Stopped,
he's old. But usually those bodybuilders from back then,
saggy old man. Now.
They die of heart attacks from the steroids, their 40s and 50s. And so Arnold is surprising he's made it this far, but he had open heart surgery. How old is The Rock? He's 45. The Rock is 45.
I am right. Wow.
You cannot look like that at 45 without steroids, which is, I don't mind. He's just an actor. Like, if he takes steroids for his roles, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's not good for your heart. Those guys die early.
I know. I'd be sad if The Rock dies.
John Cena, all those guys. Well, maybe John Cena's not.
He's not crazy looking.
He's not. Though. Yeah, that could be natural, but not The Rock at his age.
Every single like limb on his body is like exaggerated muscle.
Yeah, and they're all perfectly proportioned. Yeah, especially when he shot the Hercules movie a couple years ago, he was even bigger.
Well, that was.
I'm sure he was roided. Oh, he had to be roided. Yeah. You just don't look at like that at 45. Because the UFC about 3 years ago, they got a serious company to come in and do drug testing called USADA. So like the UFC is clean now. Like all the fighters are clean. If they were doing steroids before that are not anymore, or they've been caught, like Anderson Silva got caught. Mm-hmm. So all the older men that are fighting in the heavyweight class, they weigh 260 pounds like The Rock does. Yeah. They do not look like that. They're all fat.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I've learned anything, it's in your 40s, it's just hard.
Just give up when you're 40.
Yeah. Or just admit it. The Rock, you know how much respect I'd be like, The Rock just says, I'm a 45-year-old man who has to look like, the way I look for movies. I take steroids.
Oh, yeah, just admit it, you mean?
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger did after his bodybuilding career was over. He's like, we were all on it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Those people are fucking nuts.
Yeah, like those people on the magazines.
The people who are like, competition... And, like, the women who do... That's, like, terrifying to me.
Yeah,
it's so scary.
What's wrong with CrossFit?
Yeah, like...
You don't have to
take it down a notch, please. And then they, like, tan their body all bronze-looking. It's disturbing. I don't...
It's not our cup of tea.
Yeah. I mean, to each their own, I'm gonna... as long as you're not hurting anybody, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. But just know... I am disturbed.
Some people's reaction is,
oh gosh,
Jesus Christ, what happened to her?
Crushed me with her
burn
pinky.
victim?
A burn victim? Oh my God.
They're dark. They're almost black. All the white women turn black for the tanning oil they put on when they go on stage.
They probably have cancer, honestly.
Oh,
from all that shit chemicals they put on. Yeah. Anyway,
but
this went on a weird tangent.
Yeah. But if you like wrestling, I'm not trying to shame you out of your sport.
Don't listen to the last 20 minutes of this.
That's if that's your thing, you love seeing those people fly. It's impressive what those people can do.
I love the gifts. I'm here for the gifts.
Thank you for the gifts. The whole internet thanks you for the gifts.
Yeah, those are great
for pro wrestling. But I'm just confused why, if you like that kind of stuff, you don't like boxing or MMA. If your thing is you like the characters and the drama. There's this man I'd like to introduce you to called Conor McGregor.
Oh, okay, yeah. What about the other...
Chael Sonnen?
Chael Sonnen. I fucking hate that motherfucker.
I know you do. There's a fighter named Chael Sonnen who
It's because I really liked Silva, and he was talking shit about Silva, and I was like, fuck you!
Yeah, his best fights were against Anderson Silva. The first fight he had against Anderson Silva, he kicked the shit out of him for... The fights are 25 minutes long if it's for a championship. And for 23 minutes, Chael Sonnen was beating the shit out of Anderson Silva, who's the best ever. And then Silva catches him in a submission.
Yeah.
But Chael Sonnen, the reason Lexie hates Chael Sonnen, hates this man, is because he used the pro wrestling format of them talking shit to each other, the way they, on the mic, they do.
He's a good hype man.
Yeah, he could go on the WWE, no problem.
He probably could.
Because he would do that when he got popular by, talking like that. And Lexie hated that about him.
I hate it.
Even though I tried to tell her 20 times.
It's two total opposites. Silva is so humble and doesn't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
Well, and then Chael talks his fucking mouth off.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, even in those interviews they do before the fight, they have Silva talking in his native language, but he still doesn't talk a whole lot of shit.
No.
Not to the degree that
Chael Sonnen
does.
Yeah. So Chael he was the first.
Every time I hear his voice now, I just get angry inside.
Yeah. I've tried to tell her, I've accepted this, that she's just going to hate Chael Sonnen until the day he dies. Yeah. But I've tried to tell her that that's not who he is. That was his marketing campaign and it worked out for him. I'm
going to need a Joe Rogan podcast with Chael Sonnen.
He's already done it.
Really determine if
they already did it, so I'm just going to send it to you.
Oh, okay.
But he's retired now. He's an old man. He retired.
Yeah, he does commentary stuff.
But then Conor McGregor learned from Chael Sonnen, he's Conor McGregor's 26, new up and comer.
Yeah, and so he threw
he attacked
guardrails.
Yeah, he got arrested. There's a fight this weekend that happened Saturday night in New York that Conor McGregor wasn't even a part of. He wasn't on the fight card, but the guy he's going to fight next was this Russian guy named Khabib Nurmagomedov. So I'm just going to call him Khabib.
Okay.
And so at the press event, the fighters get interviewed for the fight by, the press. They do interviews on stage, and then they all leave. Well, when they were getting on the bus to leave, Conor McGregor, who had flown from Ireland to New York, because he was just chilling in Ireland, he is not in the fight, flew from Ireland to New York.
Just to do this?
Just to do this.
Oh my God.
In a private plane full of 20 of his gangster buddies, and attacked the vans with the fighter in it that he has a grudge with, with a hand truck dolly.
Cocained up real good.
Yeah, he seems like he's on drugs.
Yeah, he is, for sure.
So, WWE fans, are you listening? This is one of your favorite characters, but he's a real fighter.
I was listening to a different podcast type thing, and there was like a reporter who asked Dana White if he was going to fire McGregor, and I was like, yeah, right. McGregor makes so much money for him. Are you kidding me?
McGregor is the face
not an idiot.
No, he's not going to fire him.
He's here to make money. He doesn't give a shit.
He loves Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Anyway.
But he's a real-life WWE fighter who just happens to be...
Is Dana White roided out too? He looks like kind of crazy looking.
Joe Rogan too.
You think?
He admits it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's disappointing.
At 50. Oh, you can't look 50? Like Joe Rogan at 50 and not be...
Wow, he's 50 years old.
Yeah, he's 50.
But he
admits it on his podcast.
Oh.
Because someone said, would you ever... Because people, he has celebrities on, they ask him, would you ever consider fighting in the UFC? And he's like, oh, well, I wouldn't pass the drug test. But, yeah, because... He doesn't say what he's on.
He does so much drugs alone.
Yeah. He does acid and mushrooms on podcast. Yeah, I don't know if they test for that, but...
Well, weed, too. They don't let you smoke.
They let you know.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The NFL, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Instead of giving them all the fame. So, point is, that was a long rant about wrestling and Conor McGregor. But the point is, if you're into wrestling and you want... to follow somebody as entertaining, because you've kind of been spoiled by entertainment by WWE because all the crazy shit they do. Just go to Twitter, follow Conor McGregor, spend about 20 minutes on YouTube learning about... Actually, there's a documentary on Netflix. Just watch that, because your entertainment is right there.
The only difference is you don't see, like, Silva's foot breaking in half.
Oh, yeah.
Or you don't see people's nose broken and bleeding everywhere.
Or you do see someone die because they used to have people come with a rope into the stands, and it took 2 wrestlers dying from it failing and falling for them to say no more of that.
Oh my God. Well, people have died in the UFC too.
No.
No?
No one's died in the UFC. Remember last year, actually, there was a wrestler in Mexico who was famous.
I thought there was a death.
Who died in the ring because of some kick hit him in the wrong spot in the neck. And he actually, it just happened to snap it the right way. So wrestling is even more brutal. No one has died in MMA.
They're reckless.
In the UFC, at least. Maybe in small town MMA shows, someone has died.
Anyway, just,
So you brutal UFC. WWE fans,
You're savages.
Come watch cage fighting. It's much more civilized.
I hate watching when someone's getting their ass kicked and there's blood everywhere. I can't stand it.
Bloody mess.
I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Next. Thank you for that.
There you go,
request.
Darth Ramulus.
Tell us how to pronounce your name.
On Vero, thank you for the suggestion. Let me go back to the other question. Let me see what it was.
I have my 3 songs now, by the way.
Okay. So hopefully we didn't... I have a feeling we picked one and the same.
Shit. I have one too that I think you probably picked.
Yeah. I picked it because I think it's easy to hum.
Yeah, me too.
So, Starkey on Vero. Netflix movies and shows, are they taking risks or just pumping out movies without thinking?
I love them.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
Yesterday, Ray was looking through Netflix, and he said, Lex, watch this trailer with me and we can decide if we want to do it. And I said, what is if we want to watch it? Not do it.
Watch this trailer. Let me explain.
Wait. No. I'm already too far in.
Okay.
If we should watch it. And I said, what's it about? And he said, Troy, it's a Netflix movie. And I said, okay, let's just watch it.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it.
I was like, I don't know if she'll want to watch it. So let me put this 1 minute, 30-second trailer on. But I didn't even get the chance.
Let's just turn it on. She
said, yep. I was like, what?
It's Netflix. It's Troy, which is interesting to me. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we don't have cable anymore.
Yeah, fuck. Everyone who has cable, just cut it.
Just cut it and see what happens.
Who cares?
Just see what happens.
Everything you need is on Netflix, Hulu. Fucking, if you got a PlayStation, they got PlayStation View. You don't need this. Yeah, Amazon Prime. You don't need to be paying $150 for fucking Stars TV.
Yeah. For all those commercials. For the Hallmark Channel. Do you need the Hallmark Channel? Yeah. No, you don't.
You can, if you need HBO like we do when Game of Thrones comes back around, you can buy it separately.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Save you some money.
It's fine. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help.
So that pretty much sums it up right there. We're living off of Netflix right now for entertainment.
Yeah.
If we're not playing Overwatch or Madden,
pretty much.
Netflix is on.
Yeah.
We had PlayStation View, which is basically cable, but much cheaper actually.
I feel like we mostly just had it for football.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. We only had it because of football. Once the season ended, I canceled it.
Yeah.
And we haven't once needed it.
No, yeah, I never really.
So that's your answer. We've been living off Netflix for entertainment,
and if you need the news, you could go to YouTube or some shit.
Yeah.
Everything's on YouTube. You're fine. You can even pay for YouTube Red, where you don't get any ads.
Yes, which I do.
Yeah.
Because of podcasts and stuff. But yeah, have we watched anything Netflix has put out that's been shitty? I don't think so. I'm sure there are, though.
Did they make that, what's that farmer show movie that we watched?
Yeah, that was a Netflix movie. It was a Stephen King book. It was called 1922. It was a horror movie.
I mean, it was okay. I wasn't, astonished by it. Most Netflix things I really enjoy, but this was kind of like...
Yeah, so obviously there's the obvious ones like Stranger Things.
A 5, I guess.
Yeah, a 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
A 5 out of 7? A 5 out of 5?
A 5 out of 10.
Okay. That's
a 5.75.
Oh, you felt bad and gave it a 0.75 in case the director is listening to our podcast.
I feel like it's kind of a 6, but then I feel like a 6 is too good, so 5.75.
Yeah, so that's probably the only thing where we've been like, eh.
Yeah, we can do it.
But it was a Stephen King short story that they turned into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I
guess it wasn't bad.
I guess it's really on Stephen King.
Yeah, what the fuck, Stephen King?
You had a meh book.
You dumb idiot.
you prodigy who puts out a book a year.
For real.
Idiot.
He writes so much.
I don't understand. That guy's got mild autism or something. Just what? That's not an insult. So those people, they find out they're super skilled at something. Yeah. They pump them out. I think that's what's going on.
So, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, Netflix.
We're here for you, Netflix.
We're here for it.
We'll still be here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except I'm sure eventually we're going to end up paying $30 or more for Netflix.
Yeah. I think
they're slowly raising it every fucking year.
What is it now? Like $14 to $15?
No, it's like $11 or some shit.
Still.
Yeah, it's real cheap.
HBO alone is $15.
Yeah, I know.
So, HBO, either HBO's charging what they should, or Netflix is really cool.
Netflix is really cool, but I feel like now that they're pumping out all these movies, they're gonna be like, all right, we're running out of fucking money. We're paying fucking Seth Rogen and shit for all their movies.
Well, yeah, they get it. Well, here's the thing. For movies and shows, worth it. What makes it really worth it to me is I love stand-up comedy. And now Netflix is the place to go for stand-up comedy.
Yeah, there's a lot of Netflix specials.
Yeah, so if you're into stand-up comedy alone, Netflix, that's where all the comedians are going now. It used to be Comedy Central. Now it's Netflix.
I think I heard this on Joe's podcast where it's because Netflix just lets them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I guess like Comedy Central, whatever, there's rules where you can't say this and can't say that, but Netflix is just like, go wild, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, go ahead.
People are gonna watch this.
You know what's kind of crazy to me is they don't have to have their things rated, like TV, like the rating system. Netflix is still getting away with that somehow because they're not actually on TV. I don't know.
I thought I saw a rated for that Troy thing. Rated mature.
Maybe they do now. I don't know.
I think so. I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. We don't have any children to worry about. So.
Yeah, ours ran away.
Yeah, we let ours go into the wild.
He'll come back.
If you let them go.
I used to have Survivor Man running at all times in the background. I think he'll live. So this humming challenge that Sean Thomas on Vero is having us do.
Wait, who was the person who asked about the last one?
Starkey, thank you. Thanks, Starkey, and thanks, Darth. Once again, Darth Ramius. I'm saying it different every time
Darth
because
R.
I have it written down in front of me, but I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so now Sean Thomas, right?
Yeah, he's a podcaster too on Vero.
Oh, very cool. Thank you very much.
What's up? And so you have you're gonna start? You want headphones to hear it, to hum it?
No, I mean, I'm just gonna go wild.
Okay, you're gonna go wild. That's good. That sounds like it's gonna be easy for me to guess then. You're just gonna go wild.
I'll start with the one that I think that we chose. Okay. The same one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a hummer, so this is weird for me, but so here we go.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's so easy.
I know. Damn it.
And then that's like the one that I actually hum because there's no words or whatever when it's on. Should we find another one? No.
I mean that's.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. It's so good.
It's so easy and
yeah, it is easy.
I don't know. We've heard it 50 times.
Yeah, it's more than that probably. All right, what's yours?
Okay, here's one. I don't know. This one is actually I shouldn't have picked this one because I think it's hard. Now that I'm thinking through it,
I got this. I'm fine.
Okay, it should be.
Stop messing with the
should be easy.
Mate.
Ready? You don't got it?
It sounds like a sailor song or something. What?
Okay, ready? This is how we go. Oh God, I don't know why I picked this one so hard.
Who lives in a pineapple? I just got it.
SpongeBob.
Oh my God, it just came to me like a light bulb going on.
That's when I went, that's when he goes, oh!
Oh my God, I just had the biggest light bulb moment in my life.
It. That's why I thought you'd get it right away.
SpongeBob.
And he goes, oh. That was me going,
That was good. This one, I don't think you can get, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's one of my favorite ever.
It's another show?
Yeah, it's another show.
Okay. Okay, wait, stop. I already got it.
You do?
But I'm trying to,
you got
it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be the very best. Oh yeah, I'm so glad. I thought you wouldn't get it because you fucking hate Pokemon.
I don't hate Pokemon. Okay.
You prefer Digimon, which is fucking a fucking disaster.
Here's the thing. Pokemon, it's really cool. You throw the ball at the mouse, the yellow mouse, and it's your friend or whatever. Whatever. Real cool. Pokemon's real awesome.
Yes, it is.
But Digimon is about 300 times better.
Oh my God. I'm signing a divorce paper right now.
The show was better. The cards were better.
I'm about to punch him in the throat, you guys.
The monsters were better.
Pokemon was my life.
The anime style was better. The art was much better than stupid yellow mouse rat, whatever.
It's just, they were more badass looking.
Yeah.
They weren't cute little animals.
Yeah. The strongest Pokemon.
Digimon,
Name the strongest Pokemon. Not of like the last 10 years, but like the first stage, like when we were growing up.
The strongest Pokemon?
Yeah,
Mewtwo.
what was it? Yeah. Mew. It was a little stupid flying mouse.
Mewtwo was huge.
Okay,
Mew was little mouse.
That one was just as strong, right? Mew was super strong.
Not as strong. Mewtwo was like
but also one of the strongest, right? Like,
yes.
Mew could beat up.
Yeah, he was
10,000 Pika Mews.
You know, on Pokemon Snap, you could find Mew. Pew,
yes.
Pew, pew. It was awesome.
Okay, Pokemon has only brought one good thing to this world, and it's Pokemon Snap on N64.
We still have it. It's amazing.
I played it as a kid, and Lexie's old N64 is with us, and we have it too.
Yeah, my original N64 that I saved forever, and I'm so glad. And now it's sitting in our living room, and anytime I get nostalgic, I can go play it.
A kind of a fucked up, the violent video games thing. Pokemon Snap had me throwing apples at
Pikachu's
a little
head.
No, not Pikachu. At a little Charmander, knocking him into a pool of lava he would turn into a Charizard.
He got so pissed.
You had to wait for him to run around this ring of lava, and he'd go, and he'd run, and then he'd stop, and you're like, no! And so, if you picture what's happening in the game, the guy stands up in his floating tour bus and throws an apple that's as big as the Pokemon.
So
hit him
hard
in the chest,
that it knocks him into lava.
Into the pool of lava to kill him. So that a Charizard could come out.
It wasn't to kill him. It's to make him so angry that he turns into a Charizard.
You're knocking a furry animal into a pit of lava is what's happening there.
And then with Pikachu, you just threw him an apple. He ate it and then started surfing or some shit.
Yeah. So that's...
Best game.
That's the only good thing Pokemon has brought to this world is Pokemon Snap on N64.
Oh
you can remake it if you want. I will buy it, Nintendo.
On what? We don't have a Wii. We don't have a Switch.
I'll buy a Switch, Nintendo.
Just for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I know you put
With
out...
all the new Pokemon, there's like 500 new Pokemon.
And a much better version of it?
Yeah, it was... I mean, when I put it on our new TV out there, it looks
terrible.
so bad.
Because it gets stretched out.
Yeah, it gets super stretched. I used to play it on this fucking tiny ass TV in my bedroom.
It looked good.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
20 inches on a 20-inch TV, it looks great.
48,
when you stretch it out to 48.
Bad.
Yeah, so now I have to hum another song?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
That was my other pick.
Was it really?
Yeah, we had to pick 3 songs and you picked 2 of mine.
Really?
Because it was easy. But let me think. Do you have another one?
You didn't have a third one?
Game of Thrones. SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, SpongeBob.
Pokemon.
Yeah. I have another one.
So let me think.
I'm surprised you were going to pick Pokemon. Okay, I'll do my third one. Ready?
Yeah. Okay, stop. That's so easy. Actually, no, I don't know it yet. Keep going.
No. What is it?
No, I don't know.
No, tell me.
I don't think I got it.
I'm gonna punch you.
I don't have it.
Yes, you do.
It's SpongeBob, right?
No.
Let me hear it again.
It's only one time rule.
No, I only got 5 seconds of a song. How am I supposed to guess it?
You said to stop.
No, I don't get it.
No.
What is it?
I want to sing it for some reason.
Okay.
I can't.
I don't get it.
Stop.
What?
Stop touching your ear like that.
I'm trying to listen.
Stretching it out.
I'm trying to listen.
Just guess.
And then nothing. That's it.
Just guess.
It's Fresh Prince.
Yes.
Okay. I got it right away, but I wanted you to hum the whole thing.
No.
Because I just realized that it must be challenging. Because it goes, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I wanted you to do the whole thing.
I'm better at rapping it. I'm not a hummer. It's weird to hum, especially to someone.
Yeah.
Unless you're a baby, I guess.
Okay, I got a third one.
All right.
Well, a fourth one.
Yeah. I'm surprised
it's another show song.
Okay.
Oh
my god, I know what it is, but
bum 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 bum.
Oh my god. Is this hanging out?
Yeah. What show is that?
Down the street, the same old thing.
We're all right.
Oh yeah. It's that 70s show.
Yeah.
I knew the fucking song, but I couldn't put it to the show for some reason.
That's what I had with the Pokemon song.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know what that is, but what fucking...
What is it? What show is it?
Yeah, so that 70s show.
I love that 70s show. I'm mad that I didn't get that right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
That humming must have sounded terrible, and anybody listening was like, what the fuck?
Yes, sorry.
What is he humming? Go look up that 70s show intro.
Oh my god, you need
one of
to
the best shows ever.
Binge the whole show until maybe like season 5. Whenever Eric goes away, just stop watching.
Yeah, I think
pretend it was the end of the show.
I think they made 9 seasons, so maybe 7 of them are with Eric in it.
Yeah, like the last 3 or something are bad. They're not good. Donna goes blonde. What the fuck?
Yeah, but that show's a classic. We always go. There's a couple shows that we've rewatched.
Yeah.
The Office.
Yep.
Parks and Rec, which are the same writers, so makes total sense.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's the same style because they look at the camera and talk.
Well, I know, like but I didn't know it was the same writers.
Yeah. And that 70s show.
Yeah. Love those shows.
Yeah. So we have trouble, like, what the fuck do we watch? We just go back to
rewatch those. Yeah. They're funny still, right?
That 70s show is, I don't think anybody listening hasn't seen or heard of Parks and Rec and The Office, but if you missed that 70s show during the early 2000s, that show's hilarious.
It's literally so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
So thank you to all of you guys for those suggestions. We have no ideas, so
no. Yeah. As we continue to podcast, it gets harder and harder to come up with themes or something to talk about.
We've been slacking on the gaming YouTube section.
There's a game actually that we're gonna play next that is perfect for this.
Oh, okay.
It's called. I just didn't know. I thought it wasn't on PlayStation, but so next week we'll be playing a game called A Way Out, which is a 2-player couch co-op on our YouTube channel. So
yeah, so check us out on YouTube. We have a couple of videos up now.
We put our podcast on YouTube too. So if you listen to your podcast on YouTube for some reason, if that's where you can listen, then we put them up there too.
Right.
So those were the suggestions from our new friends on Vero.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of podcasters on there, which is cool.
A couple months ago, I mentioned that we were spitting into a tube and sending it off into the oblivion.
Yeah, to men in lab coats.
Yeah, to tell me and Ray what we are.
Our DNA test.
Our DNA test it returned like maybe a month ago or something, but we forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So, when we first did it, I was like super excited because I didn't know really.
Well, anything. Let's start with that. So we're getting our full breakdown of our ancestry. Like it's like Ancestry.com. You've seen commercials for that. It's that. So growing up, what were you told you were?
I was told Native American, Irish, and Spanish mostly. Then there was like, oh, and we're a little German and blah, 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 blah. Those didn't count. Whatever. I don't care about that.
A little bit of white from Europe.
Yeah, a little bit of white.
But Spanish...
Well, I mean, Irish counts as white. Yeah. And I was definitely Irish, so...
Yeah.
That was what I was told. What were you told, Raymond?
Well, my mom is full Mexican, so...
Yeah.
I'm half Mexican, even though my skin is white.
Yeah, you look like your dad.
I look white,
for sure. Yeah.
So nobody knows, nobody can tell I'm Mexican. Everybody just thinks I'm just a white guy, which is fine because for some reason, I never picked up Spanish. So I guess I am just a white guy.
Well, your mom said that you knew Spanish when you were little, right?
Yeah, it was my first language as like a baby.
Forgot.
As a baby growing up, like that was my first words I knew. So Spanish is what I knew first, but eventually I had to go to school.
Right.
So I learned so English, going to school in Reno, Nevada, a lot of English.
Oh yeah, there's
a lot of white people.
A lot of white people. I saw a video the other day. It was the most hick thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Reno was definitely fun to grow up in.
Yeah.
So, and then the other half of me is white. So German and British.
That's what you were told. Right? Oh yeah, German, British.
German and British.
Yeah. So.
And then your results, you get a full breakdown. But what do people think you are growing up? What would people say you look like?
My whole life. This is also why I was very, 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 very excited, to get these results.
She was super... checking emails every day to see if the results had come back. And I would get, you know what I would get?
What?
I would forget, I would go through the life
of a normal day.
You know, just a normal day, accepting that these results are just these results are just going to pop up someday and we won't know.
Okay.
But
what I would every single day.
I would get an update every 3 days that they had not come because Lexie had checked. I would go, oh, fuck.
When are results coming? They're not here yet, or something like that.
Yeah, but I was excited too. Just not. You were ravenous because
my entire fucking life, people have thought I was Asian of some sort.
Asian of some sort.
They usually thought Japanese, Chinese, any fucking kind of Asian. Okay,
Korean.
I got nothing against Asians, but being told you're something that you're not your entire life is so annoying.
Yeah.
So, I was very happy with these results to just say that I am not fucking Asian.
Just to confirm.
Just to confirm.
I know everybody thinks I look like I am half Korean. It's because I have
dark hair and I have like almond-shaped eyes, but I will tell you in a second what that comes from. So anyway, here are my results.
Here is Lexie's DNA.
Disclaimer first. We found out before all this, my mom had taken a test, and she was almost 100% Irish.
Yeah, she was 90% Irish, right?
She was like 98% Irish, okay?
That is nuts.
I was astonished, because I knew I was Irish, but I didn't know we were that Irish.
Yeah, like, it's amazing to me someone is that much percent
like,
anything.
It makes me wonder if my great-grandma, like, actually, like, came over here from Ireland, because...
Just straight from Ireland.
Just straight from Ireland, because how is this possible?
Yeah.
So, that said, I'm 42% Irish.
Yeah.
So I'm mostly Irish.
Mostly Irish.
Which is why I look very white when you see me. Yeah. Aside from my weird Asian eyes.
Yeah, your Asian appearance.
Yeah. I am 19% Southwest European, which is Spanish, which is what I was told for a while. And my dad is going to take the same test. We took the Geno 2.0 with National Geographic, and they give you like historical figures that you may be, well, I think you are related to, right? You have a certain some sort of gene lineage, or whatever related to them. But since I'm a girl and I don't have a Y chromosome, I don't get the parental side of things. So
it's kind of weird, and
I only get the maternal matches, so any Irish people basically that was related to my mom. So I'm interested to see what my dad's side of that will be, because Spanish was told to me all the time we were from Spain and that we were related to Ponce de Leon.
Yeah.
Which I think was a far-fetched tale that was just a lie throughout my entire family.
You know what the American version of that is?
I'm related to Columbus or some shit.
Pocahontas.
Oh, well.
A lot of people say they're related to Pocahontas, so I have a feeling that 50% of them are right, and that maybe they were lied to as a child, that like a myth that started 100 years ago in the family that continued.
It would have to be like a person, and she died in fucking Britain, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, and how many kids did she have?
Like 2. So.
Right, so to me, I think there's some
pretty far-fetched.
Right, so maybe...
So,
maybe not.
I'm interested to see if that even... I don't know if Nat Geo even tracks Ponce de Leon, who knows, but I'm interested to see what it'll say. So that 19% Spanish, and then 15% Native American, which was based out of Mexico.
Mexico area.
Which was interesting, because I didn't know the Native American was in the Mexico area. Yeah. I was always told, like, more northern crap. So...
Yeah, like Native American tribes, like in the United States area.
Yeah, in the United States area, so... Technically,
but it turns out you're related to Native Americans, but from Mexico.
From Mexico,
so like Aztecs and Mayans.
Yes, technically I am Mexican.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's called Native American, but
I'm
the
native
modern
Mexican.
what that means in today's times are Mexican.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then the rest is kind of just like small percentages that don't really matter to me. So
yeah, barely.
It's like
some
11% Eastern European, which
11% is pretty big.
I forget which one that was actually.
Eastern Europe?
I think it was British, if I remember. No, Eastern. I don't remember. And then it was Asia Minor, which is actually Turkey. So it's not fucking Asian, you guys.
Yeah. And what percent was that?
7% Turkish, I guess.
Some sort of Turkish.
I had like one ancestor that was Turkish.
Yeah.
And then 4% Northern African, which is interesting. I didn't know that at all. And which was actually the same exact percentage my dad got when he took a different DNA test. So
yeah, cool. Different company, same test.
So I got exactly the same amount of African that my dad got. Wow. Those genes are strong.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. I suggest it's pretty interesting for anybody to learn about.
They give you more stuff too.
They give you a lot, actually. Yeah. Like pages and pages to read about all sorts of
like
stuff.
Those historical people, and then like your deep ancestry, which is like how you guys traveled out of Africa. Which is kind of cool.
It shows you the path they take over a couple hundred years. I guess, I don't know how, fancy scientists who know their shit, but they figured out how humans spread through to Europe and stuff. So it shows you on a timeline.
Well, they put you in they call it a haplogroup. So I guess there's a gene that is connected to these
people that left.
Yeah, these people who went different directions than other people, whatever.
Yeah.
Glad to say that me and Ray's maternal lines do not match, so hopefully we're not related.
We don't have a 3-arm baby.
Yeah. And then they give you your Neanderthal percentage.
Yeah, everybody ranges from 1 to 5% of Neanderthal that is in our DNA.
And the average is 1.3, apparently.
Yeah.
And we are 1.4, both of us. Yeah. So
so not much.
Yeah.
Because some people have 4% DNA.
So we're, really smart. No.
I only drool like 1.4% of the time.
I don't think Neanderthals were like that dumb. I think they were just smart dumber. for their time.
Compared to us, they were not as smart.
Yeah.
That's why they think, well, we interbred them out and they also died off.
Yeah, we bred them out of
into us and out of life.
Yeah, out of the world.
How we make dogs and wiener dogs and bulldogs.
Yeah, there's extinct dogs because we just bred them out.
Yeah, because they smelled like shit, so we stopped making them.
So here are Ray's results.
Yeah, so I just figured 50% Mexican, Native American, however they call it, and I don't know, half and half British and German, which was my guess. And I am what?
You're actually a lot more complex than that.
Yeah.
So you were 49% Northwestern European. So that was your British side, I think.
British, yeah.
Which is why you look like your dad.
Yeah, so my dad's mother and all of her brothers and sisters lived in the London area, or maybe not London area, but they lived in Great Britain during World War II in the 40s.
Your great-grandpa wrote like a book and everything,
My great-grandpa, he served in the British Navy, and he fought
was like
in
a
the war.
Spy.
Yeah, he was
cool.
used in espionage. He wrote a book, which is cool. That stuff's written down. So that's where my British, that's like not too far away. Like my grandmother from Britain came over here.
Oh, your grandma, not your great-grandma.
No, the one that lives in Seal Beach.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
but she was a baby, right?
She was like, she was 4 or 5 years old when the bombings were happening, and they left.
That's crazy.
At that point, they thought Hitler was going to win and take over everything. So a lot of people left.
Like, I'm out of here. I'm going to California.
So.
And then you were 16% North American and Andes, which is Native American.
16.
And, your Mexican side.
Yeah.
So it was the same out of Mexico.
Yeah.
This is why I'm curious for your brother to do it, because I bet you he has more Mexican in him than you.
He's a slightly tanner.
He looks more Mexican than you.
Yeah. Which is kind of, I don't know how it works, but apparently there's small variations between siblings. Even though in my brain it should be exactly the same.
No, because you would be identical people.
No, but not like traits like height and hair.
Genes.
But like genes like British. Should be the same percent of British, right? But we'll find out later. He sent in, my little brother sent his in a little later than ours.
Oh, he did send it in?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we'll get results maybe next episode.
And then it says you are 11% Italian and Southern European.
Dang.
It's interesting.
Okay. Your mission was to find out how if you had any Asian in you.
Yeah.
To see maybe those asshole kids were right.
Yeah.
Maybe I am.
Maybe there
what
is
the hell?
something to. Oh,
maybe I'm Korean.
I forgot to say the almond-shaped eyes is from Native American people.
Yeah.
Not just Asian people have fucking
almond-shaped
eyes. You bastards.
Yeah, you racist. No, I'm kidding. My mission is to find out where my horse hair comes from. Okay, I have okay hair. Like, it's not falling out. I'm not going bald, so I have nothing to complain about there. But my hair is like a Scotch-Brite pad that you use to clean dishes. No. It grows. It just goes straight out.
Yeah, and it doesn't like. There's no.
It doesn't go down.
Yeah, it doesn't go down. Like,
if I grew as a kid, as a teenager,
you had an afro.
I tried to grow long hair. Because I thought
like
Dave
the skater
Grohl
look kind of.
No, like I wanted Dave Grohl hair.
Oh, okay.
Long black hair. Because it's dark. I have dark brown hair.
Yeah.
But so I wanted long hair. But when my hair grows long, it grows up.
Yeah, it just goes up.
It's like in Home Alone 2, Escape to New York, when the tall guy gets electrocuted and his hair goes up and he's going, oh, and his hair is straight up.
That is true.
It just grows up. I had a Jufro.
There's a funny yearbook picture of you with it.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So that year I tried.
I don't know where your hair comes from. I really don't.
So I don't know.
I thought you were gonna be like Jewish because.
Yeah, because people call that like that kind of hair. White people grow that. They call it a Jufro.
A Jufro, yeah.
So like I was like, do Jewish people have this hair? This hair type?
Yours is just weird. I don't know. But I don't think Italian people have weird hair.
So I don't think the mystery was solved. Is what I was saying.
And then, well, who knows? I don't know.
No one was calling me Asian, but they were wondering why my hair was going up.
Your dad doesn't have that hair, and neither does your mom. So.
Or my brother.
Yeah, or your brother. What the hell?
He grows long hair, and he can slick it back.
Go down,
he slicks it back like a greaser. Like,
yeah, he styles his hair.
He can style it. I can't.
There's nothing you can do with your
hair. I can't do anything. I have to cut it in military style.
Yeah.
Or it just goes crazy.
Yeah.
I can't grow long hair.
Poor Ray. Then 9% West Mediterranean.
That's like Spain, right?
That's
West
like
Mediterranean?
Greek or some shit.
Greek? So more white people?
Yeah, more white people.
West Mediterranean?
Yeah, that's, I think it's like Greek.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Let's see.
Western Mediterranean Sea is connected to the Atlantic Ocean.
Yep.
On north by the southern Europe and Anatolia. On the south by North Africa. And on the east.
Oh, like Egypt.
Oh, it's a bunch of the islands.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Corfu Island, all the Greek. Okay, so Greece, yeah.
Yeah, Greece and all their shit. You could be related to Caesar, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Romans.
Yeah. Actually, we could go through and look at what they said, but... and then 8% Eastern European. So... More white people.
More white people,
and then 3% Northeastern European. More white people.
More white.
So, the Eastern European, I just remembered. I think it's Poland when I was looking at the map.
Oh.
It's that area over there.
Ice white people.
Yeah, ice white people.
Snowy white people.
Not Russian, but
almost Russian.
Almost Russian.
Basically, probably the same kind of people.
At one point was Russian.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that was our results.
Yeah, so...
Now you know.
We just recommend it for people to do because it's pretty interesting.
I want to do it is interesting, especially if you don't know your family history, like if it's not tracked very well.
If there's some mysteries in your family history, This will find them and
yes,
will tell you what happened.
Yes.
Are you adopted? We will find out.
If your family is hiding something, this will reveal.
Hey, grandma, spitting this tube real quick?
Yeah, for real. I want to do the 23andMe with the health stuff, because that should be interesting.
Yeah. There's one that's specifically about
Tell us what we're going to die for.
Yeah.
From.
What things you should be worried about. You got to worry about them diabetes coming.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thank you for the people that contributed to this episode, helping us come up with ideas and get us to blabber about something.
Check us out on YouTube next week.
Yep. We will be playing a game called The Way Out. It's about two men trying to break out of prison.
Oh, lovely.
Are you ready to break out of prison?
I've already done that 5 times.
Yeah.
So.
In my dreams, I've broken out of 100 prisons. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.